The evolved bomber is in Clash Royale, and whenever the evolved bomber attacks, the bomb bounces 2 more times. This gives it a crazy range, being able to hit the tower from the bridge. But the craziest part about this Evo is it has a 1-card cycle, meaning you can cycle to it multiple times in a game. You get all 6 bomber evolution shards from this month's Pass Royale, and as always, if you are buying the Pass Royale, make sure to use code OOfro in the shop. It really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate everyone using my code. But without any further delay, the best deck for this evolution is this deck right here, Drill Cycle. The drill and bomber synergy is disgustingly good. If you do this push, your opponent has to make a very tough decision. If they defend the drill, the bomber will splash onto the tower, sometimes hitting the tower multiple times. However, if they defend the bomber, then the drill does a lot of damage. It's a really good combo, and this deck has super high pressure. You guys can see we do now have 2 evolution slots, and later this month, Evo Rule Breakers are going to come out, and this deck is going to be absolutely disgusting. For now, we are using Evo Skeletons though, because the Evo Rule Breakers are not out yet. Okay, into a game, and first play with this deck, we are going to split Rule Breakers at the back. It's a very neutral play, it forces my opponent to do something, and he goes for a knight, so we are just going to play a bomber at the back. Obviously, it's going to help us get closer to our Evo bomber. This bomber is going to get taken out, but my little prince is going to be able to clean it up, and we are going to poison his little prince, just so we do not leak elixir. Little prince going towards him, a bow healer is also there. We are going to drill onto his tower, mostly just to provide some protection to my little prince, and he did go with barb, so we can just use the ability here, boom, and take out majority of the barbs, if not all the barbs. As well, the little prince is protected right now by that guardian, melting that battle healer. We did go for Rule Breakers as well, just to apply some pressure, and boom, one of them connects. That is beautiful stuff. Now we are going to play 1 elixir skeletons here just for this knight, and we have the devastating combo I was just talking about with the drill, with the Evo bomber. We are going to poison his pump, and this is what I was talking about. He decided to defend the Evo bomber, but the drill ended up doing massive damage. Once again, we just play a little prince here for defense, a very easy defense for us, and here we are going to drop a delivery on this little prince just to make sure we take it out. He goes for a golem at the back, so we are going to go for Rule Breakers as well just to help out. Go towards the tower, also pushing along that recruit, and boom, massive damage. Now an Evo knight is coming towards us. We are going to set up a tower of power here. Go for some skeletons as well just to drag over that knight. And this is the nice thing about the drill. It can be a defensive building or an offensive building. Right now we're going to be using it on defense just because we have a huge push coming towards us, and we want to make sure we take everything out. Very easy defense, so no problems whatsoever. And that just shows you the power of this deck, both on offense and defense. Let's go for more Rule Breakers here. Let's go for a drill opposite lane with the Evo Skellies, see what he does. Going to also go Evo Bomber at the bridge here. And the skeletons, they multiply, the bombers bouncing onto the tower, and that's going to be game over. This guy got absolutely destroyed, and like I said, this deck is disgustingly good, especially with double Evos. That is going to be a 3 crown. We throw him the good game. Okay, into another game, and first play we are going to cycle skeletons at the back, then we're going to play our little prince. He goes mortar at the bridge, and we are just going to play our bomber on that. Bomber isn't going to take out the mortar entirely, or will it? It will. Wow, that's fantastic. Okay, let's go for a drill here, and then we can actually poison that musketeer. It's not the worst poison in the world. Little prince is also going to help take it out, but more importantly, that poison value we are getting right now is fantastic. Going to use the ability just before the little prince gets taken out, and we already have both our Evos in cycle. We have the evolved bomber, and our next lot of skeletons are going to be Evo Skeletons. So we are going to go for a bomber here at the bridge. Bomber is going to bounce off that mortar and do fantastic damage to that tower. That's the combo you want to look for, and boom, fantastic. Now we're going to play our drill. Obviously the bomber going to hit that musketeer and actually hit the other tower. That range is insane, and again, it's such a dominant performance already. We've barely done anything, but this deck is just so good. Here we go for Rule Breakers and the delivery, and it's already game over. Going to throw this guy the early good game. I really hope he just gives up soon, because there's really no way he wins. And there we go. I'm telling you, this deck is disgustingly good, and it's only going to get better with the Evo Rule Breakers. But yo, that's going to wrap it up for today. Subscribe for more.